Here are the top 4 softwares you need as a business owner in order to scale to over $500,000 a year. So if you don't know who I am, my name's Cameron Beck. I own CBC Agency, Louisville Podcast Studio, CBC Funding, and some other things along the lines there. I do a bit. I'm also in my podcast studio that I run and own as well. If you can't tell, I do a lot of things, and I'm always trying to do a little less because less is more in a lot of situations. And we're going to talk about why less is more with these softwares and what you need and what's going to get you to those milestones. So a little about my story. Let's say probably 6-7 months ago, I was at 10, 20,000 a month in revenue, which is good. I mean, it's good for what I was doing, but it was like maxed out. So, I was making 20,000 a month, working all the time, couldn't do anything. Things are getting lost for clients and it got really hard. So I was like, okay, I need to totally reevaluate what I'm doing and bring on more help. And that's where I started discovering these softwares and understanding that they're really important for scaling my business, especially because when I was working in other businesses, I use these softwares day to day. And I was like, well, why don't I just take it and apply it to my business, which is something that it sounds pretty obvious, but just wasn't doing it. So first software, a CRM. If you don't know what a CRM is a client relation manager. That is a single software where you house all of your data and your data can be organized and categorized and you can get a snapshot of what's going on. A snapshot of your sales cycles, a snapshot of your contacts, a snapshot of everything. So let me break this down even more in the layman's terms and less mumbo jumbo. If you know 100 people, a CRM lets you take these people and put them into boxes. Put all these people in different areas. You're like, oh, I know that all of these people like pizza and all of these people over here don't like pizza. So I'm going to talk to these people about pizza and I'm not going to talk to these people about pizza. That's all CRM is. That's it. And that's the function it should serve with you, honestly. So in a little more detail, the one that I like to personally use, it's called Referizer. It's easy. The thing is, there's Go High Level. People love Go High Level. It's very customizable. It's very robust, but I don't want robust because I'm a minimalist at heart. I don't like a lot of extra fluff or just extra stuff. I don't want to think about it. I don't have to worry about all these, like if I touch a button, everything else explodes. I want to be pretty straightforward and simple. My CRM lets me text my contacts, lets me email my contacts. It lets me categorize pretty dang well. It lets me have a sales pipeline. That's what I care about. Has a good referral program. I can keep track of loyalty points. I can check in with customers for if I have a host, like an actual brick and mortar store. It does well. It does really well, actually. So that's why I like Referizer as my CRM of choice. Just personal opinion, what I like. I noted earlier, I was stuck at $10,000 or $20,000 a month. Get a CRM, instantly 40 to 50. It was that. Because imagine if every customer you ever had, you could have checked in and been like, oh, I know that I need to check in with Bill because Bill said he wanted to buy something from me, but I just didn't follow up with Bill, which is my fault. And sometimes you just got to keep checking in on people. It might take 3-4 months to make a $3,000 sale. Like it's going to take a bit to really get this going. So that's why CRM is great. Number 2, a good invoicing platform. An invoicing platform that's easy to use and not complex. Now, if you have an accounting team and someone running a lot of that for you, yeah, you can use a more difficult invoicing platform, maybe like QuickBooks, that is just super in depth, but like really, really complicated. But we don't want really, really complicated. We want really, really simple. It's the whole point. We want to make it easy for everybody. So I personally like using Wave. Wave is a very to the point invoicing platform. If you're a contractor or a business owner, I run all of my auto pays through Wave. Stripe's another example. You can use fan basis. There's a bunch of different ones, a bunch of different options out there. But you want to be able to see that. Now, you should be able to have a good snapshot of financials. So make sure you can actually view those correct, which is pretty important. You want to be able to see that well and make sure everything's being attributed right. So go through and be like, all right, these expenses are my actual business expenses. These are kind of more leisure business expenses, like a dinner with friends, like not with friends, but a dinner with employees. Like have a good financial snapshot of everything happening. So you're not left at the end of the month. Like, I don't know where this money is. Like there's money here and money there. I don't understand it. And make it easy for you to go and charge somebody if you want to charge them 10 grand and not have to wait on the money, all these crazy processing fees. That's important. We don't want a complicated process for you, the customer, or anyone else. It adds lag and it's not very scalable because you have to then train somebody. Typically, the easier it is to actually make issues. So we don't want any of that. And that's just not going to help you out much at all. Number 3, ChatGPT. I was actually just thinking for a while about what a good number 3 would be. And I started thinking about all of the things that I use the day-to-day in my business. And I use a lot of ChatGPT, like every single day, all day, to write copy, to proofread, to make an SOP. ChatGPT actually integrates a lot of other things, can generate images, do a lot of things of that nature. So it is more than just a tool you can ask questions. It is a business tool that you can give input in, get a really quick output, and you can shoot ideas off of it. You can write email campaigns. Like, it just speeds up everything. So, and it doesn't have to be ChatGPT, but you need some kind of AI agent. You need some kind of AI platform that works through, that speeds up every process you do. So in my business, I do a lot of writing because I hate writing, by the way. I'm not a writer by any means, but I have to write a lot of captions for Instagram, YouTube, all these things. So ChatGPT actually helps me come up with a lot of those, and I can tweak them and feel out which one I like the most. But that does a lot for me. Like a lot. So if you're a business owner and you don't have a good invoicing platform, a CRM, or you don't use ChatGPT and you start using those three, this video will make you more money than any investment you ever made in your life, guaranteed. And especially you get proficient at all of those. Like, this video is not even about proficiency or about proficiency, meaning it's not about being good at it or understanding them well. It's just about, you need to use them. Just start using them at the end of the day. There's a lot of business owners I know who don't use ChatGPT a lot. They don't use anything of the sorts. Like a CRM, man, the amount of businesses I know that do not use a CRM right now blows my mind. There's so many clients, there's so many prospects that you haven't followed up with in your pipeline that you might not know, and it's really important. So that's why I want to count these top three as already like super important. So when I'm saying these, you don't need to know everything, don't be perfect, but you need to have a pretty good idea that these are very important to have, and they're gonna make you a lot of money. Like, guaranteed, you will make loads and loads of money. And number 4, last but not least by any means, and this one's free. This is actually the best one for you. You need social media, whatever platform it is. If it's YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. You need to do a lot of it too. Like, not just do social media, like really do it. And I really think you can make a multi-million-dollar business with just those 4. Good CRM, a good invoicing platform, a good social media channel, and ChatGPT. Like, those are really major tools for your business. And for some of you watching this right now, you might have already known about ChatGPT. Like, duh, of course I know that. But maybe you didn't know what a CRM was. Or maybe you have a CRM, but you don't have a good invoicing platform. You're like, oh, Wave kind of sounds interesting. I just hope that this video gave you guys some value to be like, all right, maybe I need to implement some of these things in my business, start making more money. And my coaching clients that I work with, so when someone comes to me and they're like, hey, I want to start making, $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 a month for my business, and it's not doing that, what do I need to do? And the first question I ask them is, do you have a CRM? I applaud people. I'm saying, dude, stop everything. Actually, here, you want to know something? I'm actually going to text one of my guys right now who said they were going to get a CRM and be like, yo, did you get the CRM today? Because he has a business, he's doing great, and doesn't have a CRM. And he's like, I just did. Everything's all over the place. I'm like, yeah, you need a CRM. So did you get that CRM set up yet? Boom, right there. It's like that. And that's something that I should have in my CRM to do, because it's part of my sales pipeline. But as a business owner, you need to do that. You need to make sure that you are integrating things that are going to save you time, money, and headache down the road. A lot of headache down the road, actually. So those are your 4 softwares you should use. ChatGPT is free, and social media is free, and Wave is free. 3 of these are free, by the way. The only one that costs money is a CRM, and even then, they can be really cheap, or they can be as expensive as you want. It's kind of varies there. A little call to action. And I'll call it a call to action because I want you guys to know that I want to help. And that's what sales are at the end of the day. Like, I sell goods to help businesses grow, to help brands grow, to help people be more efficient and make more money. That's my goal at the end of the day. If you're not doing better, I'm not happy about that. I want you to do better. I love when a client texts me like, hey, just close a deal for 5,000, 10,000. I'm like, this is awesome. I like this. I just had a client actually who put $1,100 in ad spend, closed a client for $15,000. It's pretty great. That's pretty great. So that's a 15x ROI basically. So I want to get you those results. Here's what my company does. Let me know if we ever work together. I can run ads for your business. I can do coaching and other social media content. Just those 3. Oh, and business lending. I've added that to the repertoire because businesses need funds. Whole nother video for another day. But if any of those 4 avenues are something that you need help in, my agency, my companies, we'd love to help you out. I'm always here to help. Also, leave a comment, like the video, and if there's a topic you'd like me to expand on more, let me know. I have no ideas of me being perfect or writing anything, but I've learned some things and I've figured out some things out. And I want to share the information with you. I want to help you guys be like, oh, okay, he knows how to get to at least a point B, and I get you to B. And then after that, find something to get you to C, D, E, F, G, or maybe I'll be down the line too. But I'm here to help. So thank you for watching this video. It means the world to me, and I'll talk to you guys later.